See? It's all in the past now. It doesn't matter anymore. Forget the Weaver. Forget everything. Here, let me grant you what you sought for so long. Your freedom. Alright, I have my goggles on and I'm ready to play. My name is Sloth154 and welcome back to Once Upon a Puppet. Last episode, our titular heroes found their way into the deeper into the deeper into the understage, which way to the Hamlet. And one of the things we did was the new performance we did was of the princess. Okay. Oh, I didn't see that. Okay, that was me panicking. So I'm gonna pause this here because this starts off. No, we're gonna do this live. So last episode we did a performance as the prince. And as the prince, we went into the snowy mountains to find a magic flower that would help cure the queen. One day we'll stop running from these things. Hopefully soon. Oh God, the stage fright is spread here badly. We're back at the Hamlet. Yeah, and we're back in the Hamlet, but no one's here. It looks like things have gone bad. Yeah, there's a bunch of stage fright here. The station is a wreck. Something terrible happened here. If I've never seen the Hamlet like this. The stage fright, it's everywhere. How did this happen? There must be someone who can tell us. And we'll find them, hopefully. So, in the little play we did of the prince, he found... Uh-oh, why is that moving? He found the magic flower, but it was too late to save the queen. Yeah, it was too late to save the queen, so the king was angry with the prince because he wasn't quick enough finding the mystical magical MacGuffin that would save the queen. And as such, the prince and the king's relationship fell apart. Where is him? I don't know, Drev. Alright, I gotta promote the channel before I continue on. If you end up liking this video, Weird Owl, check out the description. I'll have a link to the playlist for this series and other games I played on my channel. Tell me in the comment section what you think about the game. And how you feel about what's happening here in the Hamlet. That's the what's it called? I thought it was a hag or something like that. Old magic lady from the first story's bird. Oh, okay. The crone's bird. The king's own scepter, even the symbol of his authority, ceased to measure up. He cast it down. Like everything else, Drev, I'm scared we'll never be able to stop him. I'm not scared of him anymore. Mother once said fight or flight isn't a permanent choice. In the end, flight only postpones the fight for another day. But I'm ready to face him now. Mother? Your mother? You never spoke of her before, Drev. Oh, sorry, my memories of before is foggy. Go on, Nev. We don't have time to waste. So, like I thought in the last episode, I thought it was the first episode. I think Drev is the prince. Oh, we fell down a hole. Is that Crumple down there? Over here! The stage fright surrounded me! Don't worry, Crumple. Someone who's been in every adventure of the king and the prince. Let there be light. But yeah, if you end up liking this, just tell me what you think about the game. Light. They're afraid of light? However you two unraveled their weakness, I'm in your debt. Crumple, what happened? Where is everyone? They came in the dark when the hamlet was fast asleep. Junk monsters, hundreds of them. They breached the walls and swarmed inside. I feared this day would come. No. What are the puppets and the stagehands? Did they escape? I couldn't reach the bell and sound the alarm in time. We were surrounded. Some are barricaded in their homes, but many were caught. There's nothing I could do. Then we need to find them and get them to safety. No, there's too many monsters, but the Oracle told me of your quest. She knows where the portal for the final lost act is. You must find her. Restoring the act is our only hope. The stage fright has us trapped in this warehouse, but the way you banished it before conjured an idea. Have a look around for anything that couldn't project light. Don't let it trouble you, Crumple. We'll find something to get us out. Thank you for all you've done, now and in the past. What about you, Crumple? Are you safe here? For now, I'll look around with you. Shout if you find something. Sure. You're gonna be so helpful. Keep looking for a light source. Okay. Oh, that's what... Yeah, they're blocking the gate. Oh, that gate. And this one. Okay, so that's where we came from. So down here is the new way. Are we gonna get chased? Okay. New equipment. Crumple, look what we found. Do you think it can work? That's it. I've been looking for this. Prince Eldric's very own stage light. Somehow it's found its way down here. This is a gift from his mother, Queen Helia. The prince called it his limelight and carried it with him whenever he wanted to rehearse lines or set a scene. We can use it to banish the monsters and the stage fright wherever we go. But how does it work? Queen Helia said the more light one has in their hearts, the brighter the limelight will shine. All it needs is a candle placed in its shell. We can use my candle, but Crumple, we found out what happened to the queen in the Lost Act. She was very sick. I was there. The prince brought her the night sun orchid. She was healed, only too frail to leave her quarters. Wait. The prince was too late, Crumple. The queen passed away. The king hid the truth from you, from everyone. Then I've been a fool. The kingdom unraveled as I blindly obeyed Caliban, but the limelight found its way to us. Open doors, so must we. Find the oracle, seek the mayor. I'll seek the mayor. Aha. That scared me. A little bit. Scared me just a little bit. Okay, the line log worked. Let's chase away this. Oh, another costume. The judge. Oh, okay. All right. So there's a bunch of those I saw. I just didn't know those were the extra costumes. Two trophies in a row. I see. Let's just melt this away. Go ahead and notice that. Oh. Oh, that's new. Well, we got chased by one of these before. Alright, so those ones we have to stun, then tackle. Okay, looks like we're going up. It looks like the Oracle's right. Some bright wisps seem to fly out the monsters' bodies when we banish them. Nev, look, so many were petrified. We must trust the Oracle can help them. I thought that was gonna give me a secret or something. They destroyed everything. How could they do this to my home? For so long, all I wanted was a way out of here. Now all I want is for the hamlet to go back to how it was. I'm sorry, Drev. I promise you we will make this right. Okay, that was weird. Didn't go how I thought it would, but it still went well. Let there be light. Awfully dark down here. Yep. They're trying to sneak up on us. Oh, I didn't even see that. Let's get rid of that beforehand. I feel like we went this way before. Ready for whatever you're gonna throw at me. Okay. Well. All right, up we go. Oh, okay. Dealing with this advanced darkness is a bit weird. Look, in the cage. It's the Mayor and the Oracle. Never again will I be happier to see you two. Mayor, Oracle, are you hurt? No, it is I that has hurt everyone else. I failed you. I thought we shouldn't fear the darkness when it was outside, but I was a darn fool. I don't think anything could have prepared us for this, Mayor. What's done is done, but all is not yet lost. Make haste to the harbor and across the river. There lies the portal for the final lost act. We'll do it, but we need to get you away from here. I've had horrible dreams of this day, nightmares. I was too cowardly to speak them aloud. I could only express them in my paintings to rid myself of. There are far more terrible things in the world, Horatio, than are dreamt up in your paintings. Oh, that looks like I finally gaze upon the full glory of the failed weaver and her little puppet. I have followed your efforts. Every one of them has been valiant, but in vain. You, what would you know of valor? You lurk in the shadows, send your minions to do your bidding, never showing yourself. It is a guilty pleasure of mine to mingle with the audience. I've observed your pretendings. This is a costume party, but I decided it was time I attend with my real face. Who are you? Why have you done this? What did your oracle's prophecy tell me? The Shadow King. Perhaps the only truth to emerge from divinations, but follow a shadow long enough and you'll find a fire. For as long as you have underestimated the prophecy, Son of Shadows, I will still hold on to the hope. It isn't worth the ink it was written with, playwright. But what confounds me above all is why do the rest of you entertainer? Look around you. You all have plentiful cause to turn your back on the old king after he cast you from his court. You still cling on like children grasping at their mother's skirt. He was a good king once. He could be good again. Good. Grief has driven your king to abandon everything he loved for everything he cannot have. The lost acts are false. The prophecy is an old wives' tale. There is no good left. With every artifact he discards, his power dwindles, while mine grows. And when the old king has cast down all there is, the new kingdom will know as far strong ruler. Drift, now strike him with your light. Oh. Crumple, no! Oh, he just... Oh, so us killing these things is hopefully bringing people back. Jeff, we cannot fight him right now. I think we should just run. As long as the king himself doesn't come after me, I have this on. Yeah, I kind of messed that one up. Nothing is following us. I think we lost them for now. Crumple. Neville, he's gone. The petrified puppets and stagehands. The Shadow King did that. To Crumple. To all of them. I know. He's been claiming their souls to animate his creatures. But Drev, we don't know they're gone for certain. The Oracle said there may be a way to... It's my fault. The Shadow King was looking for us. If I had never meddled with your spool, none of this would have happened, and Crumple would still be here. Please, Drev, don't blame yourself. That day, the fault was mine. And their souls, the monsters I banished with the light. What are the souls within them? What have I been harming them too? I believe with all my being, we're not causing them harm. But as long as the Shadow King endures, the souls are under his influence. Let's do as the Oracle said and find the harp. It's Heavy Market. I barely recognize it now. Breaks my heart knowing what happened to them. I hope the mayor and the Oracle are alright. He didn't kill them, he just kind of knocked them around. Alright, let's keep pushing forward. Oh, that worked. Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't know it's the boat.
I've been expecting you to. Come,
Oh, the crone.
there is much to be done.
I honestly thought she was the same person as the Oracle. Hello, crone. Though I've never met either of you before, I am getting the distinct impression you have already met me. I don't like it. Yes, is oddly accurate. You're the crone from the Phantom Forest. You haven't aged a day. Interesting way of introducing yourself. A real predicament we find ourselves in. For decades, I've held my distance from the kingdom's torrid affairs, unlike my clairvoyant sister. Clairvoyant? Wait, you and the Oracle, your sisters? But it seems we are all paying for the sins of the old king. And here I am against my better judgment to try and rescue what little hope there is. The only way to bring the end to this sorrow is to rebuild the final lost act. The portal stands here. All you need to do is weave the requisite costume. There stands your weaving cabinet. The spools are now in place. I trust you know what you must do. They keep making that easier and easier. Thank you, crone. What is our next costume? Oh, the prince, I think. Prince Adric. Huh. Yeah, I still think Drev is actually Prince Adric. Part of Prince Adric. I think the Shadow King and Drev are the two halves of Prince Adric. Neff, look, the castle is huge. This is Castle Luminaire, where King Caliban reigns. I would pass these gates almost every day. The king lives here? I expected it to be bright and colorful, but there's a dark cloud hanging over it.
In the days following his dear mother's passing, the unyielding grip on the prince's heart grew tighter. Entering Castle Luminaire, the prince finds the once resplendent fortress has fallen hostage to despair.
Alright, so that's when you started tossing everything. Prince, my lord Prince, won't you speak to the king for us? I'll do what I can, but I would advise you to return to your families until this. We are going nowhere until the king grants us audience. It's a good way to get yourself killed. Nothing will stop me from getting into my home. Nif, no one knows what happens to the queen. They speak of her as like she's still alive. As I suspected, the king must have kept the king must have kept the queen's death a secret. That's why we never learned of her passing. But the prince knew. He may not have had the heart to tell them. I let go of the button too quick. Alright, and we made it. Somehow. Some way. So I had the shortcut to the Royal Gardens of here. You didn't hear it from me. Your gesture is honorable, but do not risk yourself for my sake. There is a time for loyalty and time for justice. I act as my conscience dictates. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What happened? What was that? The Shadow King. Oh. So close, but not close enough. Yeah, the Shadow King is here. Nef, when the stage was that? Did you see that shadow? I did. And more besides, look ahead of us. Monsters and a lost act? How can the Shadow King's wing be here? They must have found a way to invade the memory, as the stage fright did. They're trying to stop us from rebuilding the lost act and tearing apart what remains of this memory. We can't let them. I still have the limelight. Down, you silly clown. Okay. That should be all of them for now. I'm not sure that's how I was supposed to do it, but I did it that way. All right, first scene. It's a fractured scene. This must be the Royal Gardens. Let's get to work. We carry it, use it, the limelight. Okay, I will. Mayor Horatio, well, the royal painter. We can't place the actors yet. The oracle's here. All right. And the queen. Okay. So for right now, let's put the oracle here. Let's crumple. Oh. All right. All right. Okay, I just need to do that. Okay. Let's get this back up there. Up you go, old friend. Why? Let's get the oracle in place. Alright, this all worked out quickly. They're all here. Do you think we'll get to talk to them? I hope so. Deep breaths, Drev. When you're ready, enter the spotlight.
Lost in somber thought, Prince Adric happens upon the royal gardens. The king has yet to discard the one place in the castle Queen Helia loved above all others. The prince walks the castle gardens with a heavy heart. Once he would stroll them with the queen. But since his mother's death, the king's actions have shattered those memories. But the prince is not alone. Many are troubled by King Caliban's destructive melancholy. The royal painter laments. The king has discarded all his work. How long before he discards the one holding the brush?
Not long.
The royal assistant is fraught with anxiety. The king has ordered him to throw away many of Queen Helia's possessions. But he cannot bring himself to do it. The royal playwright had the worst news of all. The king is discarding so much of his past that entire acts of his life will soon be lost. The good and the bad. It is a grievous thing to snuff out the light, just to be rid of the shadows. The prince knows he must find his sorrowed father
I had to yawn.
before he discards the very things that made him noble King Caliban. The prince knows he must find the courage to finally confront him.
Prince should have figured that out sooner. Oh! It's strange to see them all here standing together before they were exiled. Then and now, they'll never stop fighting to make things right. Crumple more than anyone. I wish I could have warned him. I know, we cannot change the past, Drev, but we need to complete the lost act. It may be the only way to save him. Right, usually I would go through this without talking to them, but I'm gonna talk to them. It is what you do when you don't have to have... It is what you do when you don't have that determines who you are when you can't help it. And you, my prince, are a puppet of courage. No matter what, Horatio, you will always have a place with us. Don't let the present circumstance discourage you. All your words give me heart, but please, Adric, try to speak with your father. Nothing good comes from grievances left unvoiced. I do not understand why the king ordered the queen's apple trees uprooted and discarded. I hate to do it, but I must obey. Maybe someone down there will replant them. I know she would. Mother greatly appreciates all you do, Crumple. It is good to see you again. Likewise, my prince. But you must go now. King Caliban is attending the royal courtroom. A propondous day, and no mistake, we all stand with you, now and forever. That explains why Drev got in trouble for building a treehouse. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and others have greatness thrust upon them. Sooner or later, we all learn which part we must play. And what will be my part where you play it right? Many parts, my dear. You will play many parts. Let's go confront the king. come on. Okay, let's go. Monsters inside the palace. I couldn't read that because the stage moved up too quickly. Nothing's gonna really stop me from killing you. I wish I could have seen these halls in the prime. Dreadful how brightly they shone. One day, Nev, we will see them rebuilt together. Yes, we will. We have to. Come up the staircase. Okay. They didn't have to do the queen dirty like that. I forgot there's not a crouch button. That was close. What? What? Oh, I don't like this. Why are you showing me the path? Oh! So the biggest in our way. Once that passes, I make a run for it. Oh, I would have been so mad if me getting stuck on the wall got me killed. What? All these puppets and stagehands in cages. This is where I was held, shackled in iron, not long after these poor folks. So they're being sentenced to exile too? Why didn't the prince do something? We're about to see why. Okay. I know that sound. Oh, the king. Oh, it's a fractured scene. Yes, with the judge presiding in the this is the royal courtroom. Feels a lifetime ago when I was last here. I recall there were 2 guards. This place could use the other guard. Could the other guard be hidden here? Maybe. There he is. Knew my gamer instincts weren't wrong. This time. This episode might go for a bit longer. Okay. What else are we missing, Nev? Okay. We got the stage. No, there's more. Of course there is. The assistant, poor little puppet. Okay. There's the judge. We're done. The stage is set. Spotlight awaits. Now, something doesn't feel right. I'm scared, but I can't explain why. I'm here, Drev. Whatever happens, I'm here. We're about to learn the harsh truth.
Prince Adric steels himself as the judge's gavel strikes echo through the castle halls. To save Queen Helia's memory, at least this once, disobedience must become a virtue.
But disobedience is always a virtue.
The prince struggles to hold his fury at his father's actions. He demands the king put a stop to this madness before he casts away something he cannot get back. But the king has grown paranoid. He knows the prince met with the king's closest advisors in secret. The royal aide, the playwright, the painter. A conspiracy.
No, just
The prince's
concern.
temper rises as he proclaims. When did a circle of loving friends become a conspiracy? The prince has nothing left to do. On bended knee, he begs for his king to be wise and his father to be kind. The prince is given a candle, and with it a spark of hope. Alas, it is premature. He soon recognizes it from his late mother's bedside. King Caliban's judgment is final. Exile.
Okay, so I was right. Drev and the Shadow King are both parts of the prince. The king, he exiled his own son? He chose to forget everyone he loved? Drev, what's wrong? You're shaking again. Sorry, I feel strange, like I've fallen from a great height. I know this is all too much, but we're almost at the end. Just a little further, I promise it'll all be over, and we can finally get you some shortbread. How does that sound? I would like that. Alright, I think I'm ready. We need to finish what we started. Our friends in the hamlet depend on us. So the prince was exiled to the understage. We need to find him. Something feels off, but that's as good as it leads any. Maybe the exit portal is ahead. Shadow King? At long last, your king's indignities have been dragged into the light, and for the last time, you find yourself exiting stage left. You can't be here. It's not possible. We're in a lost act. You aren't supposed to be here. Neither are you, Weaver. Yet here we stand. And you, little puppet, have you been acting your soul out? If only you knew how every performance is, at heart, a lie. The memory is this truth. Exactly as it happened. You're the one trying to destroy it. Why? What good does it do you? These memories are worthless. The present is the only truth. The past is a mere distraction. It must be eliminated. You know this. Did you not once roam the understage, happy and carefree without the past to harm you? Would you not return to that life? No. My memories are who I am. I would never choose to forget anyone or anything, good or bad. I'm happy with my past. Wrong. Happy puppets have no past. Take your friend Weaver. For instance, she didn't tell you the day you met. She already tangled that spool before you ever even touched it. She lied and blamed you when it was her repeat failures that led to her exile at your binding. The only yarn she could ever truly spin was a sly fabrication. How do you know that I... Neve, what is he saying? Drev, I wanted to tell you, but I was too ashamed. See? It's all in the past now. It doesn't matter anymore. Forget the Weaver. Forget everything. Here, let me grant you what you sought for so long. Your freedom. Well, that's one goal accomplished. Oh, my head hurts. What happened, Neve? Where are you, Neve? Where did she go? The Shadow King cut our ties like they were nothing. And Neve, why would she lie to me? I'm in the understage, but the lost act isn't over. I need to find out what happened to the prince. I'll do it by myself if I have to. Oh, crap, we don't have any of our special gear. Without Neve and the thread, I have no power. Monsters can't use the limelight without Neve. I'll have to sneak around them? Fuck you. Let's wait for it to turn around. Oof. That sent the shiver down my spine, I'll admit that. Oh, that's bull. All right, we made it. Ah. At least I got that. Come on, tiny puppet legs. Snap, she's not moving. Why do we have that flower still? Drev, what happened? You were separated. You were trapped under this rubble. I thought I lost you, but the healing flower we found in the mountain still had it with me, and it saved you. The flower? Wait, I remember now. The Shadow King. Our threads, he cut them. I know. He cast us down to the understage, and that's that. Without our threads, we can't go our separate ways. We can go our separate ways if that's still what you want. Drev, I'm so sorry I lied to you. I lied to myself, and then it became harder and harder to confess, but I'm not going anywhere. I don't like what you did, Knave. I know, it's my fault. You were caught up in all of this. My failure as a weaver that bound you to me. If it wasn't for my mistake, this burden wouldn't have fallen, never been yours. But if I could go back, I wouldn't change a thing. I'm glad for the mistake you made, Knucklehead. You mean that? Well, I almost missed your jokes. Come on. We need to find out what happened to the prince. Without our threads, we'll need to be doubly careful. Is this it? Very small fractured stage. Let's finish this. What am I looking at? Single light. So one more performance draft. You know, I've enjoyed having the best seat in the house. I couldn't do it without my best audience.
Prince Adric staggers through the understage, past discarded artifacts and forsaken keepsakes. His mind is numb, but his heart is chaos. The prince is alone in the dark, exiled by cruel King Caliban, along with the last relic of his departed mother. A good prince, a good son. He tries to hold his rage and resentment. But suffering can do strange things, even to a good puppet.
Yeah, that's true.
A lifetime's emotions flood from the depths of the prince's broken heart. Part of him wants to hurt his father, the other to forgive him. The king discards his last reminders of the prince, and all hope is lost. A warning he was given not long ago echoes in his mind. When love becomes hate, hope becomes fear, and courage becomes fury. Then will blessing become curse. A passion like the prince's burns bright, but it casts the deepest shadows. As his world is torn apart, he too is split asunder. From this schism, two new actors take the stage.
I called it. I don't think that made narrative sense. Connected again, my friend. Connected again. Niv, how did you do that? Our threads were connected again. The spellbound spool that connects us when we met, it was the final spool I needed to finish the costume. All this time we were carrying it with us. But never mind all that, Drev, I can't imagine how you're feeling. I'm an actor. I should always know my next line, but I don't. I can't believe the prince, the Shadow King, they're part of me. The shadow chasing us is the one I cast. But you're also the kindest, bravest, most loyal puppet I ever met. That's the Drev I know. That everyone knows. It sounds strange to say, but I feel more like myself. I don't know what to do without you, but Niv, he has to know. We have to find the Shadow King and tell him the truth. I doubt he'll accept the truth, but we'll make him face it regardless. Look, the portal to the present is open, though I'm scared to see the world we'll find on the other side. I'm scared too, but we go through it together. Oh, okay. The pair of you emerged far more radiant than when you went in. Gone! Grown! Crone! You won't believe what happened. What we found in there. I'm certain I believe every word, but what you saw was for your eyes alone. The question is, what will you do with this newfound knowledge? We have to stop the Shadow King, and for the first time, we may have the means. That you may. But will it suffice? My winged companion whispers to me the Shadow King has discovered the portal to the front stage. Front stage? But that means he's looking for King Caliban. There's no love lost between the old king and I, only regret in the setting him to his ruinous path. You must find the Shadow King before his rage consumes both Caliban and the kingdom. Then we'll leave immediately. I don't do speeches, but to be brave, a few words as good as many. You are the bravest souls I've ever encountered. Take my boat. My owl will gallop. You know what? He's gonna send you the right way. Okay. There's the boat. All right, there we go. Back to the hamlet. Niv, there he is. I didn't read that. You two are persistence, commendable, but how did the Weaver repaired those threads of yours? Not long ago, stagehand, you yearned to be rid of the threads, to reclaim your freedom, but yet again, the weak choose the comfort of captivity. I choose loyalty. I choose to believe we are stronger together, able to effect some small measure of good in this world. Quite. After all, one hand alone cannot clap. Drev, you look dashing. Or is it Prince Eldrick? King Caliban? You wore in costumes for so long, I forgot who you are beneath them. I admit who I am behind the mask. What of you, Shadow King? Have you dared to question your own past? Where you come from? I come from nothing. Yet you sense it deep within, the anger, the hate, the grief coursing through you, the compulsion for vengeance. I know why you feel it. Your father, our father, abandoned us. Perhaps you hit your head in that chasm I threw you down. I have no father. Have you forgotten our mother too? How we couldn't save her? How father was stuck with such grief he sooner forget us than face us? We couldn't endure such rejection. Our heart was broken, our soul torn apart, and the flower's curse struck. We were the prince once, you and I. Now we are split. The prince's light and darkness laid bare. A heartfelt performance, little puppet, but I have no care for your tales. Now the old king has a realm to relinquish. May the shadows spare you. I shall not if we meet again. Uh-oh. Dref, the limelight's brighter than ever. Banished in double time. Yeah, it is. Because the limelight is theirs. And it's supposed to reflect someone's heart. Now that... Oh. Uh-oh. This place feels strange. It looks like the front stage, but something feels off. Nev, I think we're inside a lost act. Another lost act? How can it be? The Oracle never mentioned it, nor did the Crone. Is there another memory the king discarded? Has to be. I feel a strong connection to it, like an old memory. Shadow King must feel it too. We're both part of this memory. And so one light shall cast many shadows. Your soul will make a fine fuel for my army. One way or another, you will bow. Stop fighting us and listen to what Drev is saying. You cannot deny your past forever, Shadow King. Think, why do you feel such anger? I hate and I grieve. You keep asking why. I have no answer, yet it happens, and a fire burns within me. If you insist on standing in my way, then you shall burn with me. How's this gonna go? Oh. Not you, press. I didn't think he got me. That's stupid. Okay, this is... What? Oh, okay. New act. Okay. I did good. I was able to back myself into a corner. Not good at aiming, huh, buddy? Okay, next stage. What the hell? refuse to understand, little puppet. We are the prince. If you will not listen to the truth, then we will make you see it. Ugh. The little puppet finally bares his teeth. I should not have mistaken your immaturity for feebleness, but it changes nothing. Your king will soon meet his end by my hand. He's running away. Only from himself. We won't give up on him. Okay. The old tiger cannot be bargained with. I am not him. I'll call him bull on that. I made it. I seek justice. One of you. What drives you to indulge the king's obsession? I'm not. I don't really care about the king. Oh, I messed up. Alright, let's try this again. We're not here to harm you. We're here to show you the truth. You and I, we are the prince. Until we accept what's happened to us, we will never be whole again. To be whole again, it's impossible. What could be done for one such as me? Everyone hates me as much as they do the old king. It need not be so. After all they've endured, Mayor Horatio, the Oracle, Crumple, and countless other puppets and stagehands still stand by the king's side. Our mother, Queen Helia, she loved our father until the end. If I knew nothing else about him, that would be enough to tell me the good she saw in him. You must let go of your hate. We need to forgive the past. We need to forgive our father. Forgive. Never! This is gonna go bad, isn't it? No! Why did he do that? We can't worry about that now. We need to finish the lost act. He's gonna show up as a giant monster, isn't he? A fractured scene. I thought we might find one of these. My memories are coming back to me. I know this tower. It was the prince's home. Once my home. Let's finish your story. Shadow King? My despair defines my being. Hades is my only true companion. Who are you to take things away from me? I'm you. You speak of acceptance yet reject my anguish. You should have seen me on my knees choking on sorrow. Why can't you leave me be? What are we missing? Don't worry, Shadow King, I'll fix it all. The past can't hurt you anymore. Let it go. You will not finish this story. I will not let you. No, we will finish it together. Sometimes all you need is a hug.
When Drev and the Shadow King finally embrace, the only thing still needed to heal their wounded heart is some careful weaving. Neve let the spellbound spool get away from her once, but not this time. With light guiding her fingers, Neve weaves the sundered soul of the prince back together. With the Shadow King no more, the darkness he wrought in the understage fades.
That's nice.
The junk monsters fall apart, and the souls within them return to their rightful places. Having faced his demons, the prince is not just whole again, but greater and wiser for it. He knows exactly what to do with cruel King Caliban. The front stage has become a rather desolate place. The king has discarded everything but himself, and barely recognizes his own son. the Shadow King would have taken vengeance. Drev would have avoided the confrontation entirely. The prince chooses to tell his father what he learned on his travels with Neve. The ties that bind us are stronger than the times that try us. The king remembers, the acts of his life restored, the memory of his loved ones returned. Filled with remorse for the pain he inflicted, Caliban knows there is much healing to be done. Between king and kingdom, between father and son, between puppet and stagehand. How fortunate, then. There are many more acts to be written in their legend, where kings, puppets, and stagehands come together to honor the past and build a lasting future.
I still don't know why the judge didn't get his comeuppance.
Thus, the broken kingdom would slowly rebuild from ruin. The courage of Neve and Drev revealed a precious truth. In the sorrow of losing those we love, we must not hide from our grief, nor from the joy they gave us. Hold them close to your heart, and above all, never forget them.
I try my best, but my mind might be going soon. Alright, and that is the end of Once Upon a Puppet. This episode is much shorter than the other ones, but that's because there was only... they left it on an uneven number for the stages. Or I just... no, yeah, they left it on an uneven number for the stages. So, I like this story. The story of Drev, how he learned to... how he wanted to... he still wanted to be the actor, to play his roles, but he was too afraid for the confrontations that would take. And the Shadow King, who was so filled with resentment and hate that he wanted to destroy the world and probably build it anew. Over a slight overreaction, but he was heartbroken. The prince being split the way he was not something most beings could handle. Neve coming to terms with their ability and everything else, amazing. The Oracle, Prince Mayor Horatio, all the characters that we got to meet were nicely designed. Stages weren't too horribly unbalanced. Let me think. Yeah, I think the real only time I really got stuck was in this episode. Yeah, in this episode. All the other ones, most of the things you could pick up, you just gotta have quick fingers. But yeah, the first part of that fight, I kept getting, I wasn't able to properly gauge where things would fall or how far the Shadow King's reach was, so things kept clipping me. But for the most part, I really like this game. Flatter than Earth. They made an amazing game. I'm glad I got to play it. It was an amazing game, devs. I hope you... I'm gonna actually look and see if they're working on anything else. That was weird. So, I'm gonna end this series here. If you like this video, if you like this series, comment, like, and subscribe. It does help the channel. Check out the description. I have a link to the playlist for this series and other games I played on my channel. Tell me in the comment section what you think about the game and how you feel about the prince's growth, because it took a lot for him to gain the insight and knowledge to pull his father out of his depression. And I thought the judge was evil, you know, the evil person whispering in his ear. The judge just looks that way. I think one of the devs have a bias against the judiciary, but there's no proof of that. That's just my headcanon. I'm gonna end this series here. If you made this far in the video and you made this far in the series, Brian thanks you. And yeah, we'll see you in the next game. Bye.